drink.
Where's the bathroom? Yeah, in the middle of all this, just spray. Psst, where's the bathroom, kid? Huh? I can't hear you. You have crap on your face. Psst. Welcome back to the Variety Voiceover Nerdcast. This week, two geeks ascertain a certainty that they are cinemaphiles. I'm your host, Camden Parsons, here with my co-host.
Oh, Camden Parsons.
Okay, we're kicking it off right like that? Okay, all right. Hi, Camden.
Hi, Camden.
Hey, Camden.
How you doing, buddy?
How you living?
I'm living fun.
Are you living it big time?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, dude, you should say who you are.
Oh, I'm
first.
also yes. I am the formerly known
formerly
known as Derek Yarnovic. I don't believe. I think during the break that all happened.
No, we
right?
talked about it.
Did
I
we talk
want to say
about
it was in the first episode with Nick. Would have been 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we're back. We're back. We did it. Did we just jinx just then?
I think we did.
We took a break between seasons, as we do.
Yep.
What kind of nerd stuff did you get into in the meantime? You know, what you I know there's one thing for sure that you did.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah. Oh my God, you hear a lot of my lips just smacked. Just then, that was awful.
Yeah. I went and seen. I went and seen.
No.
We went and saw.
I had seen. I went and saw.
Yeah.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Seesaw. But went and viewed the movie. It was good for not having any of the previous knowledge on what.
Yeah, because you haven't seen Mando at all.
No, I've never seen The Mandalorian, and I want to say I'm a little bit of an expert now. I'm 3 episodes in, and
Okay.
we're living large.
I've seen all 3 seasons, so
Well,
yeah.
wah.
Plus the Book of Boba Fett, which if you're gonna watch Mando, you probably should watch that as well.
Probably.
There is an episode of Book of Boba Fett that Boba Fett literally isn't even in. It's just an episode of Mando.
Why is it in there?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
The Book of Boba Fett might be the most like what's the word I'm looking for? Disappointing piece of media, specifically Star Wars media for sure, maybe media generally, because they somehow made a show about Boba Fett, the Boba Fett, boring as shit. Oh, that show is so boring. And like I said, it's so there's a point, and they have Cad Bane in that show too, which I don't know how much you know about Star Wars, but he's a character from the Clone Wars.
Okay.
He's really cool. And he has his first ever live action appearance in that show, and he's boring.
Oh.
Fennec Shan's in there, boring. All of it, dude.
Quick, ready?
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh.
Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Okay.
Luke Skywalker,
Oh boy.
and Yoda.
That's actually kind of tough because
Yep.
I'm thinking about the
Yep.
logistics of this, and I'm
Yep.
thinking like, this is gonna be speciesist, and I apologize for that, but no, I think effing Luke, marrying Obi-Wan, and I'm killing Yoda.
Really? You're gonna kill Yoda?
Just because I'm really thinking about it, and like I don't think that Yoda would be a great partner, and I also feel like, I mean, being a Jedi, he's very clearly celibate. Probably doesn't know how to use what he has, and he's also, I mean, no offense to him, but he's smaller, so I imagine he's not gonna be able to provide what I'm looking for. You know,
What if
that would be
What if
that
Yoda's
would
packing?
that might be more horrifying, to be honest with you. And then
Use the Force, I will.
I think Luke would be. No, I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it right over it. No, I think Luke would be a good. It'd be a good fun time, right? Like, but that would be I think the extent of it. Just because, like, I think that he might be able to make that. You know, he might be able to be a good partner, lover. You know, but I think that Luke just comes down to, I mean, if he's willing to do stuff with his sister, I mean, you know, he's a freak. You know?
Yeah.
So, but then Obi-Wan, I feel like he especially throughout like the prequels and the Clone Wars, I think that Obi-Wan shows the most like husband material. I mean, there is a point. I mean, they don't really explicitly say it, but there's a point in Clone Wars whenever he's kind of got a thing going on with the Queen of Mandalore. So, you know, I mean, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan's the right choice for marrying. I was kind of up in the air about Luke and Yoda, but I just feel like it makes the most sense to just kill Yoda, unfortunately.
Yeah.
if I can.
Logistically, it just makes sense because
We're just too
it's
different. You know?
Yeah, it sounds like communication problems if
Yeah.
you get married.
Yeah.
And then
He just won't get me the way that I expect to be got. You know,
which is weird because like you took it in the way that you were catching and not pitching with Yoda.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
What does that say about me? I didn't even think about that, huh?
Turn around, you will.
Bend over, you must. Smack it from the back and turn around.
Oh,
Make it bounce.
and we're back, fellas. Oh, this is
So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So this is the first Star Wars movie that you've seen in a while. Is this the first one you've seen in theaters? Because you didn't really go into whole. I don't remember. If you
it's the
said you
first
saw
one
it
I've ever
theaters.
seen in theaters.
That's pretty cool. My first one was Rise of Skywalker. I definitely think you had a better first theater experience.
You know what? No, I think I seen.
Saw.
No.
I think I seen wrong.
Okay, whatever. I think that I viewed Rogue One in the theater.
I was just talking to Mike about Rogue One today.
Yeah.
I think Rogue One.
Wasn't that the first introduction of what's her face?
Which face?
The
Rey?
Yeah.
No, that's Force Awakens. Rogue One's a spinoff movie.
Okay.
Yeah, technically this is the third spinoff movie, but there was only ever two before this. It's Rogue One and Solo.
Okay.
Yeah. I was talking about Rogue One today with Mike because we were talking about. I had made something about the comment of I think that the Mandalorian show is probably my favorite thing that has come from the like Disney era of Star Wars.
Right.
And he was like, "Nah, it's Rogue One by far." And we had a conversation about it, and I really kind of have you seen Rogue One?
I think
It's the one where they're trying to get the Death Star plans.
I think it was The Force Awakens that I saw.
Okay, well then I won't spoil anything in there at all. But long and short of it, a lot of people like Rogue One and are very much. It's one of. I'm pretty sure it's the fourth highest rated Star Wars movie. I'm pretty sure it's like the original trilogy in whatever order, and then right after that's Rogue One. A lot of people like Rogue One, and I think it's a fine movie. I think it is very overrated. Yeah. I think that if you're putting all the movies together, I think sincerely that Revenge of the Sith is better than Rogue One. I think Rogue One is boring, which in my opinion, a boring movie is way worse than a bad movie. I love bad movies. In fact, just last week I watched a movie with my buddy Malcolm, aka Milk Daddy, aka the Dairy Father, right? And we watched this movie called Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death.
That's a long title.
Yes, it is. It came out in 1989. And it is certainly one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But it was a fun time. We were laughing, cracking up.
Bad movies are great movies.
Have you ever heard of the term glup shitto?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's like the opposite of a Mary Sue. Someone had made the comment before about how Star Wars has. It's funny that it actually came from Star Wars, but that Star Wars has like all these like random like one-off that like people be like, well, actually, if you don't know who this guy is, you need to watch blah 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 and read this and this and this. And so like a glup shitto is basically a character that like is. Like, you need to be die hard into a thing to know what it is, and people are usually annoying about said character. Okay. And we were watching the movie, and there's a character that I think his name was Jim, and I turned over to Malcolm, and I was like, Malcolm, Jim is the glup shitto of cannibal women in the avocado jungle of death. Yeah. And he just started cracking up so hard. But I love watching bad movies, dude.
Yeah, they're probably some of the best time you have. Like we watched a really like I know we talked about it on the podcast before. We talked about that like really crappy horror film that everyone just like ripped on.
Oh, that clown one we watched together?
Yeah.
Horror is really good for that.
Yeah.
And I want to talk a little bit more about horror in a minute here in a much more positive light. But yeah, I do think that generally like horror movies are some of the easiest ones because if you mess up horror, the entire point of it is to be scary. And if you try and set something up like I'm intending for you to be scared of this and you're not, it can be laughable.
Yeah.
So just generally, I think horror movies are the easiest for it. A bad horror movie can be really good, but not for like good reasons, you know?
Yeah. Before we move on from Star Wars, and get sidetracked, there was a TikTok that I watched, and I'm curious about your opinion on it.
Let me hear it.
I can't remember the exact creators of what it was. I'm not even sure they were the originators. It's like a blind ranking of what you would think would be, like the top. I only remember 4 of them, but going through each one of them, blind ranking them
Of the movies?
of the movies that they're not actual movies, but there's a premises of it where you would think you would want to rate them from 1 to 4.
Like, how about that? I'd want to see them?
Right.
That sounds kind of neat.
So the first one, a solo Darth Vader movie.
I don't want that. I think that part of what makes Vader so cool is that we don't really get to see a whole lot of him. I feel like, especially in modern media, people will take a cool character and give us way too much of them because they're popular. And I think that, we kind of had that, I guess, a little bit with the prequels, but I think it's very important to distinguish that, like, Vader and Anakin are basically different characters.
Yeah.
It's more of a progression into one to the other, as opposed to, like, we're getting Vader's backstory, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, we get a handful of scenes in the original trilogy, enough to show that he's stupid powerful and someone that we should fear. And then in any media outside of that, we get it, usually when he shows up, it's just to either, like, fight someone and win, or to terrify him. Because, like I said, there's obviously the famous Rogue One hallway scene, and that works great. It's only like it's one scene. He's barely in it, but he's aura forming. Right, and I think there's a part in Rebels where he shows up and he fights Ahsoka, which is like a huge deal because, I mean, master and apprentice, whatever, and then, I mean, honestly, there's only the Obi-Wan show. He's in the Obi-Wan show a good bit, but I mean, same thing there. He's used fairly sparingly, and the 2 scenes I can remember that he's in that show, one of which he is just so menacing. He's walking through this. He literally snaps a kid's neck. Like, they're walking through this town, and this kid, no, seriously, this kid looks at him the wrong way, and he snaps his neck with the Force. A kid in a Disney Plus, a live action Disney Plus show. Like,
wild.
Yeah. And then the other scene is the rock scene with Obi-Wan, like the big final confrontation where it's like that's the point in the story where it's like Anakin is 100% dead. Yeah. Like, there's a part where, like, his mask is cut open, and Obi-Wan and him are talking. He's like, "I am not your failures." It's something like that. He's like I killed Anakin or something like that. Like, I am this on my own creation basis. But they all taught, like, Anakin and Darth Vader are 2 different characters.
Right.
So, like, Anakin's dead. I'm only Vader now, pretty much, whatever. And, like, that scene works. And like I said, Vader works because he's used sparingly. Even the times that he's appeared since the original trilogy, it works because it's sparing. Okay. So I would say, yeah. I mean, it's hard to say because it's supposed to be a blind ranking.
Yeah.
I mean, you might say, like, there's a Jar Jar Binks movie or something like that. So I wouldn't be opposed to a Vader movie. I just don't think it's necessary and might have negative consequences from it. So I'd say,
you leave it open worse, or are you gonna put it down?
Yeah, I'll put it at 3.
Put it at 3?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one, a Darth Sidious movie.
You know who that is?
Isn't it like one of the former?
No.
Is it after?
No. Sidious is Palpatine. That's Palpatine's Sith name. And I think that would be actually worse because, like I said, I think that, like, Vader, like, I stand everything by everything I just said. I think we don't need it. But in my opinion, Palpatine works because he's a background character. Basically, he's pulling the strings, right? Especially throughout like the first Star Wars movie, for sure. I think the first 2 even. Like, Vader is the main bad guy. You don't really get to see the person pulling the strings, He works as this ominous background character. And even in the prequels, like, Sheev Palpatine, yeah, guys, I'm a senator turned like whatever, congressman, whatever. Like, I'm a good guy. You can trust me. And then he turns around and he's like, yes, actually, I'm evil. And it works because, like I said, he's used sparingly. So I think that everything that I said about Vader, I think applies actually even more for Palpatine, but for more narrative reasons as opposed to just, like, at least Vader's cool. Okay. I honestly think I'm trying to think. I think the only time that Sidious specifically, like the evil, like, I'm the Sith one, shows up outside of, like, the final scene with Yoda in Revenge of the Sith. I'm pretty sure he shows up in the Clone Wars at one point when Darth Maul starts his, like, uprising arc where he's back from the dead. He's taking over, like, pirate ships and stuff. He's working with his brother named Savage Opress, who's awesome and voiced by Clancy Brown, who's not SpongeBob, excuse me. He's Mr. Krabs. Sidious shows up and he's like, stop. And Maul's like, I'm not scared of you anymore. So they all have this big fight, and Darth Maul is legit.
Yeah.
And Savage is also legit. And Palpatine's like, "Meh, meh, meh," like taking care of him like it's nothing, and then proceeds to kill Savage. So like I said, same thing. That scene is so cool because we never see him like that before or after.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think making a movie about him kills his narrative purpose,
Which is fair.
So kind of shot myself in the foot. I'm gonna say 4.
Okay.
I hope these next 2 aren't bad.
So what's the planet that Chewbacca's from?
Kashyyyk.
So a Kashyyyk movie.
Oh, that would actually be pretty cool. Oh, well, it depends. Because I don't think I would want to watch a whole movie with subtitles. But honestly, out of everything you said so far, I think that'd be the most interesting. I like Kashyyyk. We can see a good bit of Kashyyyk in Revenge of the Sith. It's also one of the planets you can play on in Battlefront.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it at 2 just for the sake of like maybe the next one's better.
Ooh, okay. A Star Wars horror film.
Ooh, okay, so that's definitely number 1. Yeah. Actually, I'm very happy. This is exactly how I would make this list if I knew all of them. Cool. Yeah, I think a Star Wars horror film would be awesome. I think a concept that I've seen done a couple different times that I think would be really cool is basically like an Ewok horror movie.
Okay, yeah.
Where
yeah.
like it would follow a stormtrooper and you'd have to you get to know him. Like maybe it's like this character we see him in the beginning joining the Empire, right? And it's he thinks he's taking up arms and being like a good citizen, protecting his people, blah 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 blah, whatever. Put the whole propaganda in there of like he is convinced that joining the Empire as a stormtrooper is his like destiny or whatever, right? And then have them fly to Kashyyyk during the events of Return of the Jedi, right? Yeah. Not Kashyyyk, excuse me. That's Endor. They fly to Endor, right? And on Endor, like we'll say like the events of Return of the Jedi happen, right? So in the background of the very beginning of the movie, we see like them blowing up the second Death Star. Maybe we see the celebration from below of like, them getting them hanging out with the Ewoks and like, guys, we saved the day again. Yeah, sure. But then from there, like, they leave. The rebellion's gone. The Empire abandoned them. And so there's like this legion of stormtroopers who's stuck on Endor with these hungry Ewoks.
Oh.
And so it'd be like a survival horror movie of like, I mean, they have like the armor and they have guns, but like how long is that stuff gonna last?
I mean, you're not gonna hit anything.
Yeah, and they're native to this planet. They I don't know like what the logistics of an Ewok are, if they have like night vision or whatever, but like being hunted down by an Ewok and like you watch his battalion get like picked off one by one. There's a whole game mode about this in Battlefront.
Yeah.
I think it's just called Ewok Hunt, where it's kind of the same idea where you either play as an Ewok hunting the stormtroopers or you play as a stormtrooper hunting.
I feel like that's a very interesting concept.
That was my first thought.
Yeah.
I thought that game,
which would make sense, especially because like a lot of what Ewoks are known for is just being cute, and then
but that environment where it's like nighttime, you have maybe a flashlight on your gun, and you just like something like skimmer by, and you're like, what is that? And then all of a sudden from behind you get stabbed through the chest with a spear.
Yeah.
Oh man, I actually really want to see that now.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
It was funny. Destiny and I were talking last night. We were watching The Mandalorian, and we were like, why are stormtroopers even fucking scary in the first place? Or like, why were like they just seem like fodder?
They are.
Yeah.
That's kind of their point. Because if you go back, if you really think about the logistics of like the army, right? They went from having the clone army in the obviously the Clone Wars, right? Where like the Republic had
basically
genetically engineered soldiers, and keep in mind the blueprint of those soldiers was Jango Fett,
which was Boba Fett's dad.
Yeah, an actual Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Who has like some of the best like, I don't know if the combat experience transferred to them or whatever, but he's like one of the most skilled people in the galaxy.
Was he like
at that
originally point. Like isn't a Mandalorian a certain race?
I think it's both like a race,
because I know that the helmet's shaped for their eyes.
Yeah,
because that's how their face is shaped.
What do you mean? They're humans.
Well, not the originals.
Huh? You trying to imply that like Mandalorians originally had like T-shaped faces?
From my understanding, which is very little, it's like because like their eyes are so far apart. But I could be wrong. I'm very wrong.
Tongue? Is he just pronounce that tongue? I actually have no idea who this character is. This is either Legends, which is all stuff like pre-Disney era that doesn't
Yeah.
it's not canon anymore. Or yeah, it does. It says this is yeah, this is a canon Legends character. They began conquering, in other words, led by their leader Mandalore the First. Yeah, I don't know anything about this guy. Yeah, whatever lore there is for that, it's not canon. Unfortunately, there's a lot in Legends though. I would like to maybe one day deep dive Legends and like find out what the lore is with that, because Legends was what was canon for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then when Disney bought the rights to Star Wars, they were like, this is complicated, and we're trying to like reintroduce Star Wars to the general public. So we don't want to have all this lore and history that people just don't know about. So they cut it so that way at that point in time it was just the movies.
Right.
And then anything else that we decided was canon from there. So like there's like a hierarchy of canon with Star Wars, right? All the movies 100% canon, right?
Okay.
And then you get down to like TV shows, it gets a little iffier, like Clone Wars, Rebels, all the Disney Plus stuff. That's all
the animated
canon.
stuff.
Not all the animated stuff, because there's also a 2003 series called The Clone Wars. That's not canon.
Okay.
You know, there's like Caravan of Courage and Droid Tales from the 80s. Those aren't canon. You know. And then you get down to like books. There are canon books, like that Ahsoka book that I have. That's canon. But there's also, like I said, there's a lot of other books. I also have the Darth Plagueis book. That's Legends. It's not canon. So there's so much with it. Like if it's labeled Legends, you know immediately that it's not canon. But there's a lot of stuff. Like I said, you kind of have to follow this hierarchy of just like, is it canon? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, that's the one that does kind of suck. Mike has been told me before about like the story that happens like post original trilogy and Legends, where like I guess Luke has a kid with a woman named Mara Jade, I think her name is, and then Leia and Han they have twins. I think I don't know if it's twins or if it's just a boy and a girl. But the boy becomes evil and the girl has to save the day. It honestly, I'm very very much simplifying it, but from what he told me, it's actually a really interesting story. So like I said, maybe one day I'll look into Legends.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to learn all of this because I've really enjoyed from what I've reconsumed of Star Wars, and I'm excited to keep watching them.
Yeah, dude, for sure. We had that conversation, I think, that one time when we did our Star Wars episode back in season 1 about how it's very easy, I think, to get into Star Wars because there's that like progress bar of like how you do it.
Yeah,
like I said, you very, 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 very bare minimum, you have to watch Star Wars: A New Hope. I think that everyone should watch Star Wars: A New Hope. I think it's one of the best films ever made. I think that you can argue that Star Wars, the first one, is one of the best films ever made, and I think that you can argue that the original trilogy is one of the best trilogies ever made. I would argue it's the best trilogy ever made. That's my 2 cents.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's I don't have to go through that.
We're how long in, and we're still on Star Wars?
25.
Okay. So my man's over here. What did you get into?
Oh yeah,
over the
okay.
break? Yeah.
I finally started a pull list at my local comic shop. I don't know why it never occurred to me.
Yeah.
Because I had been hunting for Stephanie Phillips' Daredevil #1 for like for like 3 weeks, and I could not find it.
Yeah. And then someone on TikTok was like, "Bro, get a pull list." And you were like, "Ah, shit, I probably should."
Well, no, actually, that comment came after I had finally made it, because the thing that I was just patiently waiting. I was like, "Oh, where's that? Where's that?"
Yeah.
And then Ben 10 #1 came out by Dynamite Comics, and I went to the comic shop that day immediately after work, sold out.
Ugh.
Went to the next one. You actually came with me to the second one.
Yeah, I went to the second one for emotional support.
Yeah.
And
they make me nervous.
I know.
I don't know why, because they're really nice. That's the comic shop.
They're
that's
honestly
the comic
nicer
shop,
than.
That's the comic shop that my dad talked about. Remember that episode where I was like, oh, he was like, they're terrible, they're terrible, they're terrible. It's that comic shop.
Which is wild, because every single interaction I've ever had with them,
they're nice. They seem like
nice.
good people. Yeah. But then I in my back of my head, I go near that shop in the back of my head, I just hear, they're evil. And I'm like,
which is
what if
wild,
you're
because
right?
like the place that we normally go, no one talks to you. They go, "What's up?" And that's it.
Which is kind of nice, but
like,
especially
it
when you're
depends
like,
on what you want. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if you're going in there
serenade me, you know,
and you want to talk to someone,
ask me about my Daredevil comics.
Exactly.
You know,
ask me, hey, have you got this or this?
What do you think about this run? Yeah.
Boom. We have it.
Yeah.
You put it to your pull list. Blah, 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 blah. You know, just having that interaction and connecting with other nerds is cool. But there's sometimes you just want to go in and buy your comic book and get out.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of why I'm just torn about it, you know.
So a pull list, you say?
Yeah, so that's what it was. I didn't end up getting Ben 10 number 1. And then weirdly enough, I tried ordering it from Dynamite Comics' website.
Did you not get it?
No, I never did. And here's why. Because my card got declined twice. And I double checked and I was like, I had money.
Is it an overseas thing?
No, Dynamite's US, I'm pretty sure. But no, I have money on that card. The card works. I use that card every day. Yeah. Like there's, as far as I know, no reason that card should have got declined. But twice my order got canceled because my card declined. And I don't know if maybe it's just like a weird like glitch thing, or if it's like the workaround, because I'm pretty sure number 1 sold out. So maybe it's just they don't have copies of it or whatever. I don't know for sure. Yeah. They're reprinting it, so I'll be able to get that, thankfully. But I'm really freaking bummed that I'm not gonna have a Ben 10 number 1, the original printing. Yeah, I'm not gonna have that. It really kind of blows, but it's whatever, I guess.
But like that makes no sense to me. Like I understand that you like Ben 10, and like
no. Let me clarify. I love Ben 10.
Okay. It's that you love Ben 10.
I love Ben 10.
I wonder if it was like a collectible thing that like people bought to try and resell.
I don't know, because it's hard to say for sure, because I feel like the main people who are going to care about this comic are comic people and Ben 10 people. So I don't think that there's like general. There's not a general public. It's not something like Spider-Man where like everyone knows and loves Spider-Man. Yeah. So if something comes out like maybe like Ultimate Spider-Man number 1 or something like that, like people knew that was gonna be worth a lot of money. So people probably snagged a whole bunch. Like I have a copy of Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, and it's like a 7th printing.
Yeah. So I imagine it's probably like the Marvel team up kind of thing with Invincible and Spider-Man. That was collectible, and I imagine it sold out very quickly.
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, so things like that. Yeah, I think that like. I don't know how many people would have gotten it for the sake of that.
Right.
I guess, yeah, it's a possibility for sure, but I don't think that it's super probable, you know? I'm just kind of bummed about it. But yeah, I finally got my pull list set up. I actually need to go tomorrow. I got an email last week and this week about some stuff that had come in, but I haven't gone to get it yet. Because when I set up the pull list, he was like, oh, this one comes out this week. This one comes out next week, blah, blah. So I was like, I figured I'd just wait, and then when the following week I would go and get everything. So tomorrow I'm going to get my comics.
Yeah.
Been reading a pretty good bit. I finally read Oblivion Song and Outcast number 2.
Okay.
Both of them in one sitting, actually. They're both so good.
I really need it. I need to borrow the
Oblivion Song? Outcast.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the first one of that.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of the religious stuff at all, especially like demons and stuff and like media. Like I just don't find it compelling.
Yeah.
And maybe it's the Kirkman glazing in me, but like something about that comic is just it's so good. He writes the characters in a very interesting and grabbing way.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because we don't really know for sure what's going on yet, but I think that it's the most intrigued I've been by like a demon story, you know, like a possession thing. That's pretty cool. I'm currently reading through Batman Incorporated, but it's kind of taking me forever because I have the deluxe edition in a hardcover I got from the exchange at one point.
Okay.
So there's a lot more to it than I thought there was. That Pokemon mini binder doesn't have fairy type on the side. It's missing fairy type.
You know it's also missing fairy type?
What?
Not you.
It's kind of mean.
It is.
Kind of uncalled for.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're cute though.
You don't get to call me a fairy and then act gay. That's I don't know if that's more gay or homophobic. Like who are you to me?
Hey,
right
I am
now?
what I am.
That's like the song. There's an unreleased Big Time Rush song called "So What," and I actually listened to it on the way here.
So what?
No,
Still it's like a rock star.
No, not that one. No, not that. There's a part where it's like, "I is what I am, and I ain't what I'm not. So what?" And that's you right now.
So what?
So what?
All right, what's the topic?
Oh, it's about movies. No, so I mean, we were pretty much on top when we were talking about Star Wars stuff. Yeah, my goal was movies. Because I wanted to cover movies because I really feel like for the first time in a long time, we're at a point now where we have some really good stuff coming out.
Oh, I know.
You obviously still have the big standard stuff, the stuff that's been flooding the market of the last couple of years. You know, I mean, we got Supergirl in June.
Yeah.
We got Spider-Man coming out in July. And you know me, as a big superhero guy, love them, but I do think that the cinema of it all has been bombarded with superhero media in the last 10 to 15, 20, maybe even years. It does. And it's hard because like part of me wants to complain. The movie guy in me wants to be like, give us something different.
Right.
But the comic book guy in me is like, yeah, give me more.
Yeah. Doomsday.
So I just want to talk about some of the stuff coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this a little bit. I went and saw Obsession last Friday.
Yeah, I'm curious to know more about that.
Holy crap, dude! It's the first time in a very long time. I'm still thinking about that movie. Like you a lot of time you go see a horror movie in theaters, especially a lot of the more recent ones, because they're all like remakes of other stuff where they're not very good.
A little bit of IP mining.
But a lot of the time they're just classic slashers.
Yeah.
Classic slashers aren't much more than just boo, and they're fun for what they are. Yeah, you go in the movie, oh, got me. Oh, this is a freaky scene. Oh, he killed her. Oh, jeez.
I imagine you sitting in the theater.
Jeez. Oh, man, he got him. Oh, he stabbed that knife right through her eye. Oh, man, why do you do that? With this guy? Are you seeing this? Shut up. I'm trying to watch the movie. Jerk. But yeah, no, so Obsession, I think, is a lot more psychological.
Yeah.
Which is my favorite kind of horror. To me, the mark of a really good film, it leaves some sort of impression on you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I mean, I know we joked about it a lot, but the legitimacy of that anime movie you had me watch, that I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, I thought about that movie for like a week afterward.
Yeah,
it really got
makes
me.
a good movie.
Yes, and it left an emotional impact. I was invested enough in those characters that when all
fucking stabbed.
I know, Derek. I know. But I was invested enough in those characters that when it happened, it shook me. I felt like something important to me was taken. And it was just a movie, you know? And I feel like Obsession does that in a very similar way.
Ooh.
Where, like, throughout... I don't want to spoil anything because I really think you should go watch it. This movie's so good, dude. But I really think that throughout the beginning of it, you're kind of like, kind of rooting for the main character. And then you're like, oh, he's kind of an asshole. And then toward the end, you're like, I really hope he kills himself.
Oh.
Like, sincerely. Like that's legitimately like the roller coaster I went on watching the movie. And you really need to watch the movie for the context of that. But legitimately, I was sitting there. I was in the theater very loudly going, oh, man. Not very loudly, but like under my breath, I was like, he needs to kill himself.
This chud.
I forgot about that. I literally, in the movie, I don't remember what he said or what he did. And I very loudly went, oh, man, this guy's a chud. And this like group of girls to my right just started cracking up. And the hard part is I tried to ride that high for this movie. I was saying some stuff here and there, like under my breath, because I didn't want to be that guy who's like talking during the movie.
Right.
But I had a couple zingers in there, and I was hoping I'd get the same reaction, and I didn't.
No.
Nothing hit quite as well as that chud did.
Yeah. Oh boy, this guy's a chud.
Oh man, this guy's a chud.
That's the new age. Oh brother, this guy stinks.
Brother. But so do you know Curry Barker, the guy who directed it, directed it? You know him?
No.
He's part of a comedy duo. He started with his college roommate. They went to, I think it was CalArts. Could be wrong. I'm not gonna ground that. They went to college together. Film school. They dropped out after not too long and decided to focus on like making stuff together, right? And they're mainly like a comedy duo, right? It's him and this other guy, Cooper Tomlinson, who's in the movie. He's like the main side character, right? There's a group of 4 people. The main guy, Nikki, who's the one of course, the obsession girl, and then there's 2 other friends, and he's like the main friend.
Okay.
Can't remember. I think his name's Ian in the movie. But those 2, they've done a whole bunch of stuff. If you ever get clips from the account called That's a Bad Idea, that's them.
Okay.
And Curry's really funny. He's a really funny guy. Him and Cooper both are very funny, but a lot of time their deliveries are Cooper's kind of the straight man, and Curry's the one who's kind of like, dude. They're honestly very much like if you mixed like Key and Peele and Tim Robinson.
Okay.
So they're a very funny guy, which is kind of another point I wanted to make. I feel like his transition into horror is very much like Jordan Peele's, where I think comedy and horror have very similar chemistry of build up. Like, you gotta think about it.
That's why it screams a thing. Like the
no, and I don't even mean like horror comedy. I mean specifically like those 2 genres bleed the same blood. Get it? Because horror? No, but like sincerely, like what is a joke, right? Build up, set up, punchline, right?
Okay.
And what is horror if not
Yeah,
like build up with suspense and not so much punchline, but more so payoff of like someone gets killed, this is revealed, blah blah whatever. You know, like they
follow the same path.
Yes, they're very much done different ways, but they have the same chemistry. You know, so I think it's interesting watching someone who has a history in comedy go into something like horror, because we've seen it now before with Jordan Peele and now Curry Barker, where it works so well. He understands the format of that setup of, that progression so well, having done so much in comedy already. And he's done another horror short. They put on YouTube for free called Milk and Cereal. Cereal isn't like serial killer.
Yeah.
And I have not seen that yet, but I want to, especially after watching Obsession. But to me, this is like the biggest example of just like younger people are getting into movies again.
Yes.
Right? Almost the entire cast crew is like 20 somethings. Right? And to me, like, this is just a huge deal because I feel like I said, without people pushing for good stuff coming out, all we get is slop. And I don't mind. So it's just like I said, I'm here for some of it. Like I said, I'm a big superhero guy. So even though I do think the market is way oversaturated with superhero stuff, I like superhero stuff. So I'm not so much bothered by it. Right. But if all we ever go see is superhero stuff, all they're ever going to give us is superhero stuff. That's why when we watched Project Hail Mary, I was singing the praise of that so hard. That movie is so good.
I have a little Grace up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that Rocky makes him. Yeah, from the movie. I
also have a Rocky over there on the shelf.
You have a Rocky?
Yeah.
Is that new? Have I seen that yet? Where's that?
Top, towards top shelf next to the rose.
Oh, hey, yeah, there he is. How about that?
I 3D printed a little Rocky.
How about that?
He's like, hello. It's such a good movie.
Such a good movie. But that's my point. It's the thing about that. We're still talking about it now and how good of a movie it was.
Yeah.
How was do you remember seeing Fantastic Four?
I did not watch Fantastic Four.
Yeah, there you go. Did you watch Superman? You did.
Yeah,
We saw Superman together.
Superman, yeah.
Superman was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
But
you talked about it for a while.
Okay, yeah, that's actually
after.
a really bad example because
You watched it
Superman
3
was
times.
No, I saw it twice in theaters. I
thought
wanted
you
to
said
see
it-
it a third time, but
Okay.
it didn't end up happening. Okay, Superman's a bad example, but
Yeah,
you gotta get my
very
point.
bad example.
You gotta get my point. There's a lot out there right now that's just super forgettable. Oh, Thunderbolts. We talked about Thunderbolts when that came out. Thunderbolts
shit,
was nothing.
yeah.
And that's the whole thing. Thunderbolts was a really good movie for what it was, for an MCU movie or whatever. It was fun. It was a good time.
I really like Sentry.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I totally forgot about Thunderbolts till just now.
I remembered it about a week ago.
About a week ago.
Hey, we were in the... I don't know.
We where were we at? We were in the public library. What were we doing there?
Reading.
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 We were reading in the public library.
But
I wanted that to be more of a back and forth than it was. I kind of carried that, and it was a little awkward.
You did. But no, I totally get it. I think that, the premises around movies right now, there is that one that's coming out that is like aliens in the minds. I can't remember what it is.
Aliens in the as mind or minds as like Minecraft.
Mind as in brain.
Okay, that makes more sense.
I also am really excited. That my choice really matched up for your challenge really well with this episode. So just so you know.
Oh God. Some other thing. Oh no, you're do yours first. I don't want to cut you off. You're in the middle.
Disclosure Day.
I don't think I know what
starring
that is.
Emily Blunt. June 12th coming out. Basically, it's like you watch the trailer for it several times.
Did I? I don't know. Apparently, it's a Steven Spielberg movie.
Like, it's pretty anticipated.
I'll have to watch the trailer again to see what this is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just pulled up my Cinemark app, just like look at some of the stuff that's coming out right now.
Yeah.
Dude, just off top. I mean, first of all, Toy Story 5. That's stupid.
I saw the trailer for it.
Have you seen Toy Story 4?
Remind me.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it either. Toy Story
3.
No, see, here's the thing. Toy Story might actually be a contender for one of the best trilogies out there too. There's no need for that fourth. Now, granted, like I said, I didn't watch it, so I'm not going to sit here and rag on it because my sister watched it. And apparently, it was a good movie. I don't know. I just don't think it was necessary. And I was already like, I'm going to disregard that. Toy Story 3. And now they're making a fifth one. This one looks terrible. But that's kind of going against what I'm talking about here. Right after that, Star Wars, Mandalorian, and Grogu. I do think that, like I said, I mean, same thing, IP mining a little bit. Yeah, But Mando proved to be popular with this show and everything like that. And Star Wars is one of the major film franchises. We haven't had a movie with them in almost 10 years because I think the last one was Rise of Skywalker in 2019. Backrooms. That looks great. It's another example of supporting small creators because this is written, directed by Kane Parsons, the guy who made the Backrooms series. The Backrooms is what it is because of him. I'm not gonna say he originated it because I'm pretty sure it originated from 4chan. But everything that anyone knows about the Backrooms came from Kane Parsons. So the fact that he's making this movie, he's like completely behind it. Same thing. I'm pretty sure he's 19. Might be a little bit older than that, but he's like dedicated himself to this, and he knows what he's doing. So this is something that like needs supported, right? Right after that's Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, you're not a big He-Man fan.
Well, not just that. It's another
Jared Leto fan.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. This is the first episode. Don't make me talk about him.
Yeah.
But another example of IP mining. But it honestly doesn't look too bad. Maybe it could be a reintroduction to the franchise, like something like Alvin and the Chipmunks was back in like the 2000s. Who knows? Scary movies coming back. I think now's a really good time for that because horror's kind of reached a new stride as of late, and I think that seeing their take on it might be interesting. Passengers in here. What is it? I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like a horror movie that. Feel like I've seen a trailer for this. That might be pretty good. I can't speak on that though.
Toy Story 5 is
the Breadwinner. That's the Breadwinner. I'm excited for because this is I don't remember how to say his name. It's Nate something. Nate Burgett, I think his name is. It's a comedy. It's very much like Dadcore, like Nothing Burger movie. Yeah. Like, the mom leaves and he has to be the man and woman of the house type deal. Yeah. But it's just a fun movie. Like, we don't get just like fun comedies anymore. So I don't think it's going to be the best thing ever in the whole wide world, but it looks fun. It looks like a fun comedy movie. We don't get those. So I want that supported too. Yeah. There's Obsession. I've already gone on and on about Obsession. The Sheep Detectives, that looked really good, but I didn't realize it was already out, and today's the last day to go see it in theaters. So I'm probably not going to watch that until it comes out on streaming or whatever.
Let's go today. Right now.
But yeah, anyway, that's just the big stuff that just showed up immediately. But all that is just like and this is all stuff that's just either currently in the theaters or coming out. Yeah. I saw a trailer when we went to go see Obsession for this movie. I think it was called like Looking for Emily, Searching for something about Emily. Cause the whole plot of that one was like this guy met a girl named Emily and she was the most wonderful, blah 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 blah. And this other girl is like doing like some case study about like something. I can't remember the exact of it, but something about like the crazy things people will do for love or this whatever. And she bumps into this guy and he's hanging up posters or something like that to try and find this Emily girl. So they start working together of like, I'm going to study you basically of like why you're doing what you're doing for this person you don't know. Right. And in turn, I'm going to help you try to find Emily. And the whole thing was just really sweet. It looked like a fun little like romantic movie. And I was like, I want to see that. But things like that, I just feel like for the first time in a very long time, we're in a very good place for film right now. And I think
agree.
That all this stuff, and like I said, coming from the comic book guy, anything other than superhero films needs to be supported.
Yeah, and like think about supporting films. For those who did not allow or were not able to see it in the theaters, Iron Lung comes out.
Yes,
the 31st.
Yes,
of this month. So in a couple days, this Sunday, you're going to be able to watch Iron Lung, and we're actually having a little bit of a watch party. I don't know if they ended up. Did they ever see it? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think they did. I don't remember.
I don't know.
We got some friends coming to watch it with us.
But yeah, we're very excited. We're gonna make themed snacks. We're gonna really enjoy that.
That'll be fun. It's on. It's on Friday, the 29th. My little sister's birthday.
Oh, nice!
Shout out to my little sister. At one point, she told me she tried to find the show and listen to it, but she couldn't because her Spotify account is a children's one, and our show is marked as explicit.
Yeah.
In the very opening of this show, you asked me to F, marry, kill some Star Wars characters. So I'm really glad my 11-year-old sister doesn't listen to our show, but shout out to her anyway.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we like set aside one special episode
where we're just like way PG,
and we can see about getting it not explicit. So that
I marked them explicit myself. I mean, I could mark this one not explicit right now, but then she'd hear you ask me that question. Do it.
But no, we'll have one. We'll make it very, very PG and have an episode she can listen to.
We should do that. Like maybe one episode this season, we'll just call it the PG episode, and we're just like, what's your favorite episode of Bluey? Oh, I like the balloon one. Keepy uppy.
We could talk about kids' cartoons from our childhood.
That would be fun. Yeah. We did that a little bit with that this or that list, but it was supposed to be sped through, so we didn't spend a whole lot of time on it.
Yeah. So like an in-depth one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have that Ben 10 episode from season 1.
Yeah.
What did we do? That one was we
just bleep everything.
It's a normal episode, but it's completely censored. Yeah. Beep, beep. Derek, have a Arya. like Sailor Mouth and SpongeBob. We use that exact dolphin sound clip.
No, what you need to do is you need to like just bleep random words that
I
are
love
actually...
those like in stuff where like there's nothing like vulgar being said at all. They're like randomly censor stuff to make it sound a lot worse than it is.
Yeah.
Like we need to question this guy, and they'll like bleep out questions like we need to this guy.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's funny.
Oh.
I find it quite humorous. What was that?
I don't...
Go web go.
There was a question that was asked in our group chat.
Was it?
Do you I kind of want to do it.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. Let me get there.
Okay.
God, so impatient.
Get there faster.
I kind of don't want to now. I'm nervous.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. No, in the group chat, there was one of our friends who was talking about buying a very expensive suit.
Oh, the Mando suit.
And we thought about like making it a business proposition where we like just
show up at kids' birthday parties dressed as
not even,
characters.
no, we don't just show up.
Oh, okay, good, because I think that might be a crime.
Yeah. But we
kid, it's me, Spider-Man.
You pulling the mask up.
Yeah. I've had a rough last like 10 years. They all forgot who I was and stuff or whatever.
You just shoot silly string.
Where's the bathroom? Yeah, in the middle of all this, just spray. Psst. Where's the bathroom, kid? Huh? I can't hear you. You have crap on your face. Psst. Spider-Man. I'm so Spider-Man.
But like, I thought about it. That'd be very, very funny. Just like all of us showing up, just like some janky ass costumes.
I do like some janky ass costumes. I'm considering buying another Nightwing costume because mine's terrible. Mine's actually really bad, and
Yeah, that's fair.
and
You
it's
have
not
a
good at
Daredevil
all.
costume.
I do have a good Daredevil costume. The problem is the same thing. That one's very tight. I have limited mobility in that.
Listen, wait.
No, well, yeah, maybe yeah, but no,
Yeah.
it's mainly sizing because it's too short this way, so it just like stabs my pee pee.
Yeah, wait, pee.
But no, I saw the Nightwing costume that I have is based on the Gotham Knights video game because at the time there wasn't a whole lot of options for Nightwing suits. It was like that or Titans, the TV show, which looks like dog water already.
Yeah.
But it's also a very armored suit, so when they make it like a latex version, it doesn't look good.
Yep.
But now they have one that's being made that's manufactured that looks like the one from the current comic run, where it's like it looks like good material. And it's the logo that goes around the chest area, down the arms, over the because these two fingers are blue, and I think his whole palm is, but like these ones are black. Yeah, nope, not that. Oh, gee whiz. But yeah, I think I'm getting that. I saw it's like $100 or so.
That's not too bad.
And like I already got a Scrimmage Sticks, aka plungers.
Speaking of Nightwing,
What's up?
I'm surprised you didn't bring up the Lego Batman video game.
Oh, I didn't mean to talk about that. Oh, I did. We've only got like 10 minutes left in the episode. All right.
Speed run it.
Okay, so here's the long story short. I actually haven't played much of it. I did get the deluxe edition, so I could play it 3 days
I thought
early.
you played like...
I played like 5.5 hours the very first day it came out, and then I've played a little bit since then. I've been very busy. I have not been well. And so I have been doing everything in my power to not be sitting at home on my ass because I'm not doing great.
Dude, just play the game then.
You think, but then sometimes you be Batman and you think to yourself, man, being Batman would be so much better than being Camden, and then you get sad.
Then you just be Batman.
No, and then you get sad that you're not Batman because I don't want to be Camden. I want to be Batman.
You be Nightwing.
But I still want to be Batman. I want to be Nightwing. But I've played so little of the game, I haven't even unlocked Robin yet, let alone Nightwing. I don't even have Robin yet. I'm gonna
buy you one of those Lego sets that give you the golden Batman.
There's only one that does that, and it's $100.
I got you.
Don't.
I'll buy you the other ones that give you the golden
Batmobiles.
vehicle.
You can give me all of them if you want. It would cost you like $200.
Yep.
Okay.
You deserve it.
You're
Pinky.
a good friend, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
What'd you get me?
What?
Today was my last day at my
Oh,
current
yeah.
job.
You
You didn't get me anything.
No, I did not. You're an adult.
Well, this is for you, Mike. Because I won't see you the next time to talk to you about the episode, this week's episode.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's so sad.
It is very sad, actually.
Mike's gonna have to just text you and be like, "Oh, that reminds me, actually. You go ahead and do your thing while I look this up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk to Mike for just 1 sec.
It just sucks, man. So like, if you like the episode, just reach out.
So you, Derek, do you know how at the end of every episode we promote
The V voiceover.
yes, that we do have an email that you can send us a message at so that you can be part of the show.
You're talking about the email that Chris sent in?
Yeah, so very rarely do people ever actually email us,
Yeah.
and it has gotten to the point where we stopped looking at the email, unfortunately. And so because of that, we missed an email from like one of the biggest supporters of our show, Mr. Chris Vaughn. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
You still owe me $5. But he emailed us back at the end of January.
He owes you $2.50. Let's just be real.
That's fair. I think I lost my right to the $5 after this. But yeah, he emailed us at the end of January to give his thoughts on my thoughts on Reborn as a vending machine.
Yeah.
So very quickly, I am very so sorry, Chris, that it took me this long to get to this and to find it. But here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Chris Vaughn says, the premise of a guy turning into a vending machine is predicted on the Japanese concept of the otaku, which unlike its connotation here in the West of being like an anime nerd. Otaku in Japan is about having a passion, in-depth understanding. Oh, excuse me. Otaku.
You gotta put that
Oh,
in.
yeah,
You gotta
you're
put that in. That's cool.
Otaku in Japan is about having a passion and in-depth understanding of specific subjects. So there are otaku for all kinds of things. Thus, the protagonist of Reborn would be considered a vending machine otaku.
So he's a vending machine nerd.
Yeah, well, he said that in the show.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I know so much about vending. That's what happens because I'm pretty sure like he's like admiring this vending machine from the back of his truck in the first episode. He's like, it's so cool, and then it falls off a cliff. He's like, oh no, I have to save it like a dumbass.
Dummy.
And then he dies and becomes a vending machine. Whatever. So then he goes on to say, furthermore, vending machines in Japan have a wider variety of stuff than over here in the U.S. For example, there are vending machines that serve hot drinks and food as well, which you implied that you know about. So vending machines are all over the place and have a much bigger cultural impact. This is shown when the protagonist can turn into a wider variety of vending machines than the types that you'd expect to see here in US-based vending machines. All that being said, I'm glad you liked it, Cam. I like that you're branching out to a bit from fighting shows. So just quick few things there. I don't know the exacts of it because I'm not vending machine otaku.
Yeah.
But I did know that that they are a much bigger deal over in Japan and they have a lot of stuff. I mean, I first found out about that because like I said, I'm a big Lego guy and I saw a bunch of pictures and stuff like the Lego vending machines they have over in Japan. Those are pretty cool.
They have a lot of Pokemon ones too.
That too. That's an even bigger one. Yeah. So I do know about like that there is a much further. I don't know that I know the exact extent of it, but I do know that they are much more of a bigger deal over in Japan. And as far as branching out goes, I agree. That's not my fault. That's completely on Derek.
Yeah. I know that honestly, and I want to preface this now. A lot of this season is going to be.
Sorry, I just ripped out one of my nose hairs.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Good. I'll wait.
No, keep talking.
So a lot of what I'm going to be end up doing.
Look.
Yeah, that's
that's
gross.
a long
That's
one.
a really long one. Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Thanks, pal.
I'm gonna try to step away from shonen.
Cool.
And give you a little bit more of the romance and adventure and stuff like that.
Oh, I actually hated that reaction a lot. I sounded like a pinwheel.
But yeah, I plan on giving you more of that.
Cool.
This season.
I'm cool with that because I said, either way, I enjoy the shonen a lot. I think
it's what I typically watch.
And almost everything you've given me, I have enjoyed.
Yeah.
You know, but I do think that's fair. I have
like especially Trigun.
Shut your mouth hole. they're everything. The few people that I've talked to about like the anime that I watch stuff like that, they have been like, you know, you are very exclusive with what you watch, and I was like, it's not like really my fault, I guess. But they have been like, you should broaden your horizons a little bit. And I was like, that's fair. Yeah. So I'm glad
Season 3 is about broadening your horizons.
Season 3, baby. Season 3. That being said, I mean, we have no challenges to start because we're starting a fresh slate on season 3.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and give each other our challenges now?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want
I'm
to go
excited.
first? Do you want to go first?
I'm excited. So
why are you licking your lips like that, you freaking pervert? Jeez.
I'm not licking my
I
lips.
literally just watched you lick your lips.
They're
you
dry.
pervert. You're
Camden.
dry.
Your mom's dry.
But that's probably true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do it, lady.
Your mom's dry. So there is a movie.
Oh, we're doing a movie again.
We're gonna do a movie.
Oh, we can do this one together like we did last time? Or?
If we didn't, Destiny would kill us.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fine. That's cool.
It is called Grave of the Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies.
It is a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh, cool. No, I'm actually really excited about this because
Yeah.
I have heard so many people talk about how great all those movies are, and I've never seen one of them.
Yeah.
There was one point, I think like 2 summers ago, where I was hanging out with some friends, and they put one on for us to fall asleep to. So I might have caught I don't even remember which one it was, but I may have caught the beginning of one of them. But like I haven't ever actually watched one of those films. So that's actually very exciting. That's cool. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's about a movie of 2 kids as they struggle to survive in Japan during the final months of World War II. And
That
being
sounds
orphaned
kinda
by an
boring.
American firebombing. So
Okay. All right. So it's like the Japanese version of like Jojo Rabbit.
what?
No, I don't mean that. Do you know Jojo Rabbit? Taika Waititi, the guy who directed Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
It's a comedy movie set during the events of World War II, where this kid is super fed into propaganda and wants to be a Nazi so bad. It takes place in Germany, to be clear.
Also, real quick, I want
You
to.
should not stop me while I'm talking about Nazis. Just let me finish this thought first, please. Real quick, please.
No. That was the thought. That was the thought, apparently.
But he feeds in the propaganda real bad. He wants to be a Nazi really bad, and then his mom's a Jew sympathizer, so he ends up finding a Jew in their house and like befriends her and kind of starts to realize, oh, maybe they're not these evil like pigs basically that we were led to believe, right? And the big main appeal is that the kid's name's Jojo. He's Jojo Rabbit. His imaginary friend is Hitler, played by Taika Waititi. It's a much more like comedic, like, oh, it's me, Hitler. You have to be Nazi, you know. So, yeah, please don't take that out of context.
Okay.
But it's a really good movie. It's actually Scarlett Johansson's in it too, plays his mom.
Yeah.
It's actually a very, very good movie. I like the movie a lot.
Cool. Also, I want to make sure that it's known that was a suggestion by Chris.
By Chris.
Yes.
Rock on.
He.
Oh, this makes up for not
he
getting to your
helped.
email for
Yeah.
literally like what 4 months, 5 months.
So, yeah. We just want to make sure that was put out there.
On the record.
On the record. I want to make sure.
2 inches. Very, very wide.
On the record.
On the record.
Call for biscuits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I played you.
Also, take this back.
Okay, I played you.
You played me.
I played you.
Oh, it's
Outcast
yeah,
Volume
Outcast.
2. It
Hell
totally
yeah.
is Outcast Volume 2.
Yeah.
I don't know when we'll get to it because I don't want to give you the same thing like back to back to back. But I bought Outcast Volume 3.
The artwork's so good in this. I'm so sorry.
I can't remember what the artist's name is. Can you check for me for a second? I like to give credit where credit's due. Azteca, I think. Azteca. What is it?
Azaceta. I don't know.
I know.
As a secta.
I'll take 2, please. That's messed up.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, we just. I don't think we need to glaze this at all because we had a whole
It's a
section
Kirkman,
time about it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a Kirkman book, and the art's amazing. So you were like the first Outcast. I figure kick off season 3 with a bang. Give you the continuation of it finally. So that's the same way. I told you when I read the first one, I just like couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
Same thing. I breezed right through that. It's really really good. So yeah. Hey man, I think for the first time for our brand new 3rd season, do you know what time it is?
I think I do.
It's time to roll for it.
Sorry, it's been a while. Ready?
Roll for ending.
It's a 5.
A 5?
A 5, you say?
5 means we're taking a little bit of a trip. Do you mind driving, or do you want me to drive?
I don't mind driving.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and read the outro here. If you want, we'll go ahead and get started getting in the car.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to the Variety Voiceover Nerdcast. That's all for this week. But in the meantime, you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. while on YouTube. You can check out Comeback Kid Films for Video Projects. I don't remember if we talked about it on here or not, but I have a video up there called Getting Into Comics. If anyone's interested in getting into comics.
It's good.
You can also email us, part of the show, at varietyvoiceoverpod@gmail.com, and we promise to get it in a more orderly fashion this time. But as for now, this voice is over. We're having a pretty good time so far. I don't remember how far away this place even is. We're still going to that card shop, right?
Yeah.
So you want to pick up some Pokemon cards or something?
Yeah. I wanted to see. There's a new set out.
Nice.
Nice.
Bulbasaur!
It's actually Greninja.
No, I like Greninja.
Why? I don't. Yeah.
Whoa. Why'd you stop?
You don't see the in front of you.
This line is so long. What is this for? Is the Prime Minister in town?
What?
I don't know. I'm getting out. I'm gonna go see what this is.
Camden, we're on the highway, man. All right.
Hey! What's the holdup?
Your mom.
Are you seeing this?
Camden, get back to the fucking car.
No, well, this is ridiculous. Look, they're taking up all this time and space on the road. We have places to be. They're gonna close before we even get there. We have to wait in here for so long.
All right. Why don't we just do it ourselves? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
I was being Camden. I'm being sarcastic.
All right, hold on. Here I go. Where is that? Wait, what does this thing do? I'm gonna get in this thing. Hold on. This button looks right.
You want to get out of there? No.
Look, I'm doing it! Oh, look at me go! Whoa.
Camden!
Oh, no, I'm going off the rail! Oh, no, not this elevated bridge area thing that I'm on! I'm gonna, if I go past this railing, whoa! Okay, alright, I need nobody to panic, but I am dangling off of a bridge right now. In a vehicular thing.
It's cold.
What is this? Is this a flattener or tow truck? I don't know what this is. I will say though, Derek, I'm a little nervous right now.
You should be.
I need to get out of here.
Jump out.
Jump! Slowly!
Slowly.
Okay. Here I go. Oh man. That could have ended.
That's gonna be expensive.
Oh man, hey, you think we run out and anyone will remember our faces? Welcome.
Welcome.
What's that from?
What?
What's that from?
Phineas and Ferb.
No. Welcome. What is that from?
I don't know.
She says it like, welcome. And then that's the Little Caesars magic pizza door. You type in your code, it goes, welcome. And then the thing opens up and you grab your pizza out of it. Pizza.